Hello everyone. Today I would like to give you a lesson on the topic, Law of Cosines, Law of Sines.
Before starting to watch this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like it. I will be very grateful to you for that.
Knowing the law of sines and the law of cosines in geometry is important because they significantly expand the possibilities of solving triangles, especially when standard formulas, such as the Pythagorean theorem, are not enough. The law of cosines helps to find the length of a support or beam at a certain angle. The law of sines allows you to determine the distance to an inaccessible point. First, let's see how scientists proved the law of cosines. Let AB equals B, BC equals A, AC equals C, BD equals M, AD equals D, DC equals E. BD is perpendicular to AC. Angle BAC equals alpha. We need to prove that A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine of alpha. Let us take the triangle ABD and find in it the sine of alpha, which is equal to the ratio M over B. Hence M equals B times sine of alpha. Let us take the same triangle and find in it the cosine of alpha, which is equal to the ratio D over B. Hence D equals B times cosine of alpha. We can say that E equals C minus D. Instead of D, we substitute B times cosine of alpha. Now let us take the triangle BCD and apply the Pythagorean theorem to it, which says that M squared plus E squared equals A squared. Instead of M and E, we substitute the corresponding values, and after opening the brackets, we have that A squared equals sine squared of alpha times B squared. Then we use the reduced multiplication formula, C squared minus 2C times cosine of alpha times B plus B squared times cosine squared of alpha. Let's look at these two expressions. Who knows the main trigonometric identity? So it will be needed now after we take B squared out of the brackets, and we get that sine squared of alpha plus cosine squared of alpha equals 1. So we have proved the theorem of cosines. I congratulate you on this. So the law of cosine sounds the following way. In any triangle, the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides minus twice the product of those sides and the cosine of the included angle. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine of A. Let's prove the law of sines. Let AB equals B, BC equals A, AC equals C, BD equals M, BD is perpendicular to AC. Angle BAC equals alpha, angle ACB equals beta, angle ABC equals gamma. Let's first understand why A divided by sine of alpha equals B divided by sine of beta equals C divided by sine of gamma. Let's take triangle BCD and find in it the sine of beta, which is equal to the ratio M over A. Hence M equals A times sine of beta. In triangle ABD, we find in it the sine of alpha, which is equal to the ratio M over B. Hence M equals B times sine of alpha. We see that both expressions are equal to M. Then we can equate them and divide both expressions by AB. Then we will have that sine beta divided by B equals sine of alpha divided by A. We can swap the numerator and denominator and add another such ratio C divided by sine gamma. But the law of sines also tells us that the ratio of the side of a triangle to the sine of the opposite angle is equal to 2 radii of the circumscribed circle, the diameter of the circle. Why? I'll try to explain it to you. Let ABC be an arbitrary triangle. BC equals A. Angle CAB equals alpha. Let the circle circumscribed about the triangle with center O have radius r. Consider the arc BC of the circumscribed circle. Center O falls on the chord BC, such that segments OB and OS are equal and equal to r. Therefore, triangle OBC is isosceles. Angle BOC equals 2 angle BAC equals 2 alpha, because the standard statement tells us that the central angle subtended by a arc is twice as large as the inscribed angle subtended by the same arc. Let us take an isosceles triangle OBC and draw an altitude ON in it. This same altitude will be its median. Therefore, sine of angle ON equals NC over OC, which is equal to A over 2 over R. Half of angle BOC is equal to angle alpha. Therefore, sine of alpha equals A over 2R. From here, we can express 2R. Therefore, A divided by sine of alpha equals 2R. We have proved this. And the sines theorem is in front of you. In any triangle, the ratio of the length of a side to the sine of its opposite angle is the same for all three sides and equal to the diameter of the circumscribed circle. A divided by sine of A equals B divided by sine of B equals C divided by sine of gamma, where R is a radius of the circumscribed around the triangle. Problem root 1. Determine the unknown quantities using the given data. So, as you may have guessed, in this case we will use the theorem of cosines. So we have that A squared equals 7 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 7 times 5 times cosine of 60 degrees. After calculations, we have that A squared equals 39. We remove the square. Therefore, the answer is root 39. Let's look at the second picture, and here we are asked to find the unknown angle. Well, in this problem we use the law of cosines, and after substitution we have that cosine of alpha equals 64 plus 36 minus 100 over 2 times 8 times 6. After calculations we have that cosine of alpha equals 0, and arc cosine of alpha equals 90 degrees. This will be our answer. Problem root 2. So in this problem we're going to use the theorem of sines. We need to find the length of side A. After substitution we have that A divided by sine of 30 degrees equals 12 divided by sine of 45 degrees. Now we use the rule of proportion. And now we have that A equals 12 times 1/2 divided by square root of 2 over 2, which is equal to 6 divided by square root of 2 over 2,
which is equal to 12 divided by square root of 2, which is equal to 6 square root of 2. This is our answer. Let's consider another problem on the law of sines, but here we are asked to find the radius of the circumscribed circle around a triangle. First, let's write down this proportion. 8 divided by sine of 60 degrees equals 2r. From here, we need to find r. So r equals 8 divided by 2 times sine of 60 degrees. Sine of 60 degrees equals square root of 3 over 2. After substitution, we have that r equals 8 divided by square root of 3. Usually, we do not leave the root in the well-known one, but transfer it to the numerator, multiplying the numerator and denominator by square root of 3. Now we have that r equals 8 square root of 3 over 3. This is our answer. So, if you understood everything today, I would give you Ferrari Roma as a gift. If you are worried or excited because you did not understand something, no problem. Watch this video again slowly. Never give up. And I wish you to understand it as soon as possible. Bye.